ho, ho. Happy Saturday, broadcasting live from Morelia, Mexico. I'm Bill the Geek. This is the Bill Dallas Lewis channel, and we make video presentations about the joys of living in Mexico. Welcome, everybody. If you're new here, we do this every Saturday, and usually we visit towns, pueblos, cities, museums, all in Mexico. We talk about Mexico. I've got video clips of a very special city this morning. But if you're new here, ask any questions about moving to Mexico, help with getting your visas, how to find an apartment, all that kind of stuff. But we're ready to go here today. We got stuff to talk about, things to share with you. We got all kinds of stuff going on. We got people showing up really early this morning, by like a half an hour before the broadcast. And I want to say hello to David. Hola, David. What be happening, dude? Elizabeth Anderson. I think she's in Akron, Ohio, where it's 22 degrees. And I got to quote David Bowie, who always said, we don't have to live like a refugee if you're young and working online. Come on down to Mexico, work online in Mexico. Also, let me say some hellos here. We got a lot of people popping in. We're getting close to the Christmas season. Stephen Hunter putting on some James Brown, hitting me with some James Brown. Lenora Wilson in the house. Good morning, Lenora. I hope you're feeling better today. We got Sammy, a.k.a. Tooth Fairy, in the house. Buenos dias to you. Your Spanish is very good, girl. And hola, mi familia. Feliz sábado a todos from Gary. Hola, Gary. Great to see you here. Embrace the Jonder. Good morning. Oh, it's Juanita. Hola, Juanita in the house. Good to see you, girl. Had breakfast with her and her mother and her mother's a couple other people. We had a really good time here in Morelia. Great to see you here. And she's in Columbus, Ohio. That's funny. The buck stops here with his big, shiny green eyes. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Even the one, the only she thinks so she speaks from Charlotte is in the house. G-Man, what's happening, folks? From PV, G-Man, we got some videos about PV this morning. This morning is going to be all about PV and my special neighbor here in Morelia with Tooth Fairy, Sammy. Hola, Bill. Hola, David. Always great to see you. We did a video with David and his lovely wife, Maria, about 2 or 3 weeks ago. That was a lot of fun. Oh, we got a lot of people in the house. Michael from cold Kentucky. Woo, Alana is in the house. 36 degrees in Brooklyn, New York. We're expecting 2 to 4 feet of snow tonight. Ha, ha, ha. That's funny. That's funny. Oh, hola, Bill. Reggie Meggs in the house. 7036. Great to see you and everybody. Thank you, Reggie, for your promotion. Everybody hit that like button. We got a lot to cover today, a lot going on. It is, believe it or not, it is Christmas coming up here in Mexico. Let me scroll back to this message from Elizabeth Acker. And she said, on Thursday night at midnight, I enjoyed Mass for Mexican Virgin of Guadalupe. And I was cooking chicken enchiladas and saying, peace be to you. Thousands of miles away, Mexico, and the people are always in my heart. And what I want to talk about there is the Mexican Virgin of Guadalupe. the Mexican version of Guadalupe is inches, not feet. Okay, Alana, got you. Okay. Some weird stuff happens down here in Mexico. Okay, so yesterday I was out walking. Yeah, yesterday's Friday, and that's the 12th of December. So I'm out walking. It's dark. It's 6 o'clock in the morning, and I heard all this boom, 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 boom. I mean, it was crazy. It was like bombs. These weren't like pop, pop, pop. It was like boom, 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 boom. And I walked for an hour. It went on for like an hour, and I was like, "What's going on?" I wanted to go to a neighbor's house and say, "Hey, is there a war going on? Is that the cartel? Is the cartel invading Morelia? What the heck is going on?" Boom, boom, bam, bam. This went on. It went on for like 2 hours, and so I was thinking maybe Donald Trump has invaded Morelia, Mexico. Who knows? Bam, bam, boom, boom, boom. And so I came home, came back to the house, and I looked up on the internet. I said, what holiday is celebrated on December 12th in Mexico? And sure enough, it is called the Day of the Virgin of Guadalupe. The Day of the Virgin of Guadalupe all over Mexico. And that's when processions start. In Spanish, it's called Las Posadas. Las Posadas is they're like, I'm going to say little religious parades. And when I lived in Puerto Vallarta about this time, small towns, they have these processions, and they've got Jesus and Mary and Joseph and all the big hitters in the Bible in this parade coming into Puerto Vallarta, and the posada or the procession kicks off with the Day of Guadalupe, and it starts on the 16th of December and goes through the 24th of December, right up to Christmas Eve. So these little parades are coming into bigger towns all over Mexico. It's really a big deal. It threw me off. I had no idea what was going on. That's one of the joys of living in Mexico. And the thing about this celebration is that if you go to Google and type in what are the national holidays in Mexico, I don't think this one's going to show up. I don't know if the banks were closed. I don't know if schools were closed. But anyway, Christmas has officially kicked off in Mexico. Amen. We got Lenora Wilson down in here. I'm so sick of the fireworks every night they start. It's right outside my house here in Merida. Hey, man. Yeah. Hey. At least you're warm. At least you're warm. You ain't freezing. Right on. Okay. So let's share some Christmas joy. Let's just start out with some Christmas joy here. Oh, okay. So last Sunday I went to my favorite grocery store here, La Comer. And La Comer is kind of in a shopping mall. It's a fabulous place. You'll see some images of it in a second. But they have a bowling mall. They have a bowling alley in their mall there. And it was early Sunday morning, maybe 8:30 in the morning. I walked in and the bowling alley was open at 8:30 in the morning. Here it is right here. Here's the bowling alley Sunday morning at 8:30 a.m. here in Merida. And there must be like 300 people in there almost all the lanes are full. The people had on their bowling t-shirts, just doing the bowling thing. I used to bowl. I was never any good. I get a high score about 20. But that was kind of a surprise. Yep, and the Christmas gig is on at the mall. They've got all of the little if you look up at those white ceiling things, they've got the wreaths up and a big giant Christmas tree in the middle of the mall. Yeah, okay. I guess Christmas is the same all over the world, but it was a little surprising. Big Christmas tree. They're ice skating at the main plaza down here in Morelia. They've got lights on all of the stores with the wreaths and the little bells and all that kind of stuff. Even special shoes for the elves and for Santa and anybody else that might be showing up there. Yes, Christmas has officially kicked off here in Mexico, complete with Santa Clauses. That's the entrance to La Comer, my favorite place to go shopping here in Morelia. I go to this place, like there's Manuel right there. Oh, he's security. Oh, what's happening, Manuel? You got it all together? Is the place secure? Is everybody all tight and ready to go? And La Comer is all stocked up. They're all stocked up with brand new appliances, refrigerators, stoves, big screen televisions, microwaves. They got it all. They're ready to just sell. I'll be going there right after the broadcast. And so one specialty item that they have down here for Christmas is they have a special Christmas beer throughout Mexico. Hopefully my little camera, that's what it is right there. It's called Noche Buena. Noche Buena, good night beer. I drank some one time. It wasn't all that Christmassy special, so I never bought any again. It's kind of expensive, but anyway, that's what it is. But the stores are all decorated for the holidays. People are showing up. They got trees. See the Christmas trees right up there in the middle, hanging from the ceiling. Yeah, there you go. The people down here in Mexico, at least in Morelia, the season has started. It's time to go, and I'll be in this grocery store today. Notice the special flowers above the wine and all the booze. People are in a good giving mood. Yes, Christmas has lots of Christmas flowers. Oh, and they jam. They got soul music. It's a Christmas music, but it's like soul music, soul Christmas music, music with a rhythm. And people are just ready. They're ready to get rocking and rolling for Christmas down here in Morelia, Mexico. Let's go back to comments. I got a lot of clips this morning. Let's get back. Oh, here we go. Sammy. Hola, Sammy. Mirabil. That's funny. I was celebrating with the beautiful Mexicans in El Centro last Sunday. I marched with them. That's Sammy, aka Tooth Fairy. She lives here in Morelia with us. David, hey Bill, the Mexicans don't play around with their fireworks. They use heavy stuff here. Yeah, they got serious stuff down here. Bill, Rome invented Christmas. Latinos love them some Christmas. Uh-huh. Okay, Stephen KC. Hey, Bill, I'm running around madly today to finish up some Christmas shopping. Wish you a wonderful day. Say, can we buy some of that fabulous cotija cheese in the USA? Good luck with that. And looky here. Feliz Navidad. I emailed you yesterday, young lady. I emailed you yesterday. She is interested in working online from Mexico. So email me back and we will set up a time to talk about your new email adventure. But I emailed you last evening. So let's hook that up. And I strongly encourage younger people. There are a lot of people coming down to Mexico. They're retired. They have they got the cash coming in. They ain't worried about no job. But I came down here 20 years ago. In February, it'll be 20. I came down here 21 years ago. And my first stop 21 years ago was in Puerto Vallarta. 21 years ago, I came down here with a suitcase and a hard drive, and that's all. Now, speaking of Puerto Vallarta, I came down here and I lived in San Francisco for 5 years, and then I moved to Columbus, Ohio, my hometown, to give it another shot. It's like, oh, maybe I'll go back to the hometown, see how that is. And I was there for about 4 months, and I said, no, I can't do this. I can't do this. So I found an apartment online in Puerto Vallarta, and it was $700 a month. And I'm going to show you some pictures of this apartment right now. And I'm going to start with the bathroom. Here's the bathroom. There's the bathroom. It had a bidet in it. The regular toilet is on the left. That was a bidet on the right. I had no clue what it was. I thought it was a dishwasher. It didn't seem to work like a dishwasher, but I said, oh, well, for $700 a month, that's pretty cool. And here is the beautiful $700 a month bedroom. There you go. There is my $700 a month bedroom from 21 years ago. And isn't that a great color combination they have with the green walls and the lovely orange curtains? Isn't that beautiful? And there is my luxurious kitchen. Look at that really nice $700 a month sink and the stove, and it came fully furnished. So that means all those little pots and pans and the little thingy on the stove for $700 a month. Yes, all of that was included. And I even had this little bar area in front of my kitchen for $700 a month. And here's a shot of the beautiful the fully furnished living room with that beautiful couch and those lovely pillows for $700 a month. This is my first apartment in Mexico. $700 a month. Yeah, I got ripped off. The owners were Americans that lived in California, and I have lived in some luxurious apartments. Even in Puerto Vallarta. I moved out of there a year later had a fabulous place with a view of the ocean, brand new. None of the stuff looked like this. This was a total rip off. That was a total. I got screwed. I got screwed by some Americans in the United States. My apartment here in Morelia. I mean, look at this place. It doesn't look anything like that place. I mean, this place is nice. I got a great view of the city, and as of today, my rent is $492 a month. For what it's worth, the value of the peso has been rising over the past month. I mean, it's been really going up. When I moved into this place, my rent was right around $420 a month. That was 18 months ago. $420 a month. As of today, with the value of the peso, that my rent has gone up. What's that? $72 a month. So now it's at $492, but that's well below $700 for the ripoff price. So I got down here. I'm working online in Puerto Vallarta 21 years ago. And somehow, I forget how it happened, but somehow CNN Business Mexico wanted to do a story about me. So they came down and visited me at my place, and they set down a special photographer from Mexico City. And so he took me out, and he took some photos, and they put these photos in CNN Business 21 years ago. There I am working online at the beach. And hey, I had a crappy little apartment, but I didn't know any better. I didn't know it was a crappy little apartment. But yeah, he came down and took these photos. There I am with my laptop. That is how life should be. Got a little cerveza and a nice glass. Beautiful woman that I could do my online work. Check out the chick in the bikini over there, right on the beach. Look how young and fresh I was at the time in Puerto Vallarta. Yeah, life, that I was living the dream, still am living the dream. These are shots by CNN Business from Mexico City. I would say at this point I'd been in Puerto Vallarta for maybe 6 months or something like that. Living, that's before I gained 300 pounds. Life in Puerto Vallarta via 5 years in San Francisco, then 6 months in my hometown, Columbus, Ohio. I'm so happy to be here. And again, I'm going to say it. If you are working, if you can figure out how to work online in Mexico, there's all kinds of consulting that you can do live from Mexico. You can charge good United States dollars, make good money, and just pay like, I mean, instead of paying like $1,500 a month for rent, you can pay $500 a month. It's extremely affordable. Affordable down here makes U.S. It's just, U.S. is crazy. U.S. is crazy. Who can afford to live in the United States? But if you can consult on something and charge $35, $45, $50 an hour, $150 an hour, and live in Mexico, you can live in Mexico really good. And you can be living somewhere. You can be living somewhere where you get up every morning and you get to see something like this every morning. There you go. You live in Idaho. You don't have to live in Idaho. You could be looking at this. The old, ugly $700 apartment was like was like 3 blocks away from this. That is like the boardwalk, kind of the pier, right out of El Centro. I'm going to play that shot again. That pier you see going out into the ocean, that wasn't there when I first got to Puerto Vallarta. I was there for 10 years, and they built the pier, and then they tried to bring it down on the highway, and they figured out that the highway with all the twists and turns and all that kind of stuff, they couldn't bring the pier into Puerto Vallarta. They had to turn around, send the pier back, cut it all up, and bring it back in again. But yeah, if you can come down to Puerto Vallarta, I'm gonna show that clip again because I like that clip. It's a hot clip. Yeah, this is. I lived in Puerto Vallarta for 10 years. I'm going to put up a full video on Puerto Vallarta this week. But in my last 5 years, I had a super hot, nice apartment. It was 10 blocks away from this, and I saw this almost every day. I really did enjoy Puerto Vallarta. I have nothing to say bad about Puerto Vallarta. I had a great time there. I loved it, and maybe I could live there again. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, let's back up a little bit here. Da 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 da. I'm backed up. Okay, here we go. Okay, now high score of 20. Okay. Oh yeah. Bowling. Yeah, I sucked, man. Yeah, I think I had a high score of 132 in bowling. I just could never get that bowling thing down. Yep. Okie dokie. I've been looking at SEO and Adobe info. Yeah. Email me and we'll just get on the phone and work it out for you. Again, Morelia by June is trying to work out her online job. And when it comes to online jobs in Mexico, I strongly suggest you don't work for anyone else, because I know two people right now that came down here and they were working for like companies. They were working online for companies, but with all the stuff going on in the U.S., those companies laid off. This year, there have been 1,100,000 layoffs this year in the United States. So if you come down here and work online for a company, that is not a secure job. Find a niche that you can work for yourself, consulting for yourself, so you don't have to get worried about it. But both of those people got laid off just in the last 3 or 4 months down here. Good morning, Brian, pretty boy Maiden. Good morning to you, Bill, and all in the house this morning from very chilly Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, -40. Oh my God, Brian. Ooh, Brian, bro, man, come on back down. Me and Brian had breakfast 2 times about 2 months ago. Brian was down here in the sun, hanging out in beautiful. He was in Puerto Vallarta, Morelia. Brian, come on back. When I was a baby, Mom said she had to wash dishes in the commode for a bit because they did not have a sink. Yeah. Okay. Hey, Sadhu Manuel. Greetings, Bill. Greetings to you. I know I messed your name up, but I'm trying. Okay. Greetings to you. Soulful and Vegan. Good morning, Bill, and the weekend crew. Same to you. Loving the Christmas hat. I'm in the spirit. Hey, And we got El Rey Rayo, Amigos, Seems Bill skipped leg day. Leg day. Okay, I don't quite understand that. Axel Foley. Good morning, season's greeting to everyone. 33 degrees up here in the Poconos, expecting 4 inches of snow this afternoon. After today's movie, grab a bottle of red wine and chill. Right on, Axel Foley. Catching the movies. Get your skis. Get your skis, dude. Yeah, get your skis. I'm getting my sombrero and boots together. hey, I tell you what, okay, right now, when I got up at 7. Usually I get up at 5. On Saturdays, I get up at 7. I hit the computer. So at about 7:15, it was about 50 degrees. Right now it's sunny out, partly cloudy. It's going to be a high of 75 today. We had 2 thunderstorms this week at nighttime, which is fine. But rain in December is rare. I work with a mystic. She cleans my chakras about once every 2 months. So I had my chakras cleaned. This week, they were all open. I was good to go. But she said they had thunderstorms in Ajijic on Wednesday night also, which is rare. But the weather's great down here. I have on this hoodie, a shirt, T-shirt. I'm not cold. I got 2 pairs of sweatpants on. All my windows are open. There's no humidity. It's a fabulous day here in Morelia, Mexico. Hola, Bill, my fellow Buckeye. Buenos dias a todos. And you guys know I rarely talk about football. I might say go Bucks, go Ohio State Bucks. Okay, whatever. But I got to bring up the situation in with the University of Michigan football, where the head coach got caught messing. He's married, got 3 kids. He was messing around with some other woman, got busted, got fired. He lost $30 million. He lost all he had to do is just leave the other woman alone and coach football and keep that $30 million in his pocket. But no. He had to get out there and do the hoochie coochie with some little young girl, and it cost him $30 million. What's wrong with these people? You got to know when to say when. What? You gonna mess around with some little young girl, or are you gonna keep your $30 million? I'm sorry, man. I just leave it alone. Walk away. Learn to walk away, my man. Okay, that's why I don't believe in eating other people's food. That's funny. Yeah, you never know when they've been cleaning up all their stuff in the toilet, right? I don't see your email in my Gmail. Okay, I have your phone number. From your email. I'll just call you on the phone. I'll call you this afternoon. And if nothing else, I'll leave a message on the phone. Let me think. Also, I talked with someone who joins us regularly, and I have suggested an immigration attorney. Her name is Fernanda. I've done a couple of videos with Fernanda, and I talked with this person who's a U.S. citizen. She got an appointment with Fernanda. Fernanda has helped out a lot of my subscribers to get their immigration papers worked out. She lives here in Morelia. And the person that was trying to contact Fernanda said, well, I emailed her about 3 times, got no response. But then finally I called her, and, and then they got together and everything worked out. I've heard that also Rosie, I I have referred a lot of people to Rosie. Rosie has helped a lot of people. And let me pull up where that information is. But I do have a point that I'm going to get here to in a second. To contact, here we go. Go over here. How does that work? Let's do that. Okay, here we go. Let's click that. Click this. Uh-oh, yeah, here we go. Okay. Okay, there you go. To contact Rosie or Fernanda, you can go to buildthegeek.org. Here's the front page, and just come over here to FAQs. Click FAQs. And that is Mazatlan. That's the Mazatlan beach. But right under the Mazatlan beach, you will see Fernanda's name at the top of the page. And right down below Fernanda, you will see Meet Rosie, immigration, translation, housing, healthcare, and more. All of their contact. Both Rosie and Fernanda are both fabulous. Rosie is expensive. But she's very good at what she does. But I've heard from people, that's at buildthegeek.org under FAQs. But a lot of subscribers on both of their accounts, Fernanda and Rosie, said, well, we emailed them, no response. Call them. Just call until they answer the phone. And from what I'm hearing, that is the best way to get that all hooked up. Okay, now here we go. Oops, found it. Found it. Gmail was putting all my stuff in the trash today. Yes, I know. AI is taking a lot of jobs. Okay. Reggie Meggs. Wow, Bill. Those historical shots of Puerto Vallarta are quite interesting. Less buildings, etc. Wish it stayed that way. Yeah, I got to go back down and see what it is like today. Jim Foster. I think he was just, where were you? Were you in Mazatlan? Yeah, there you go. Happy holidays, Bill, and everyone. We spent Thanksgiving week in Mazatlan, but all of the bands, all the banda bands on the beaches are a big turn off. Yeah. A big turn off. We're going to explore more inland Mexico towns from now on. Yeah, I tell you, man. Hey, I love the beaches. Puerto Vallarta has a great beach. Mazatlan has a great beach. But I tell you what, when I go to the grocery store at La Comer, when I go in there, I start dancing. They're jamming. They're playing soul music. You know, they got Marvin Gaye playing Christmas music and all that kind of stuff. They never play banda in La Comer. Never. And Sammy knows, she goes there too. They never play banda. I never hear banda bands down here. In Ajijic, Chapala, oh man, banda. And thank you, my man from Ohio, telling people to click the like button. Click the like button. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with clicking the like button. Yeah, okay. Feliz Navidad. Uh-oh, I just slipped away here. Soulful and vegan. Feliz Navidad. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah. Leg day means skinny legs. Leg day in the gym. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Leg day means skinny legs. Hey, man. I didn't know. I'm uninformed. Hello, Bill from St. Petersburg, Florida. And hey, thanks for Khalid. Thanks for checking in with us. Thanks for saying hello. A lot of changes going on in politics in the United States. I want to give a shout out to Dun, 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 dun. Eileen Higgins. Eileen Higgins, the new mayor of Miami. And you guys got to look up this chick on the internet and see what she looks like. I'm just going to say it. She looks like a older white lady about my age. She just looks like a average older white lady. But this lady turned out Miami, and the Latinos and Hispanics, they call her out loud. They call her La Gringa. That's like gringo, the gringo, but they call her La Gringa, the white lady. But with they call her that with love and respect. And Miami has not had a Democratic mayor in 30 years. And the Latinos and Hispanics in Miami voted her in because she's lovable and so full of truth and honesty. And good luck to you, Eileen Higgins, in your new job as mayor of the city of Miami. Right on, girl. The buck stops here. Earlier this year, I saw an apartment in Morelia for $100 in the industrial district, and it was super basic. No furniture, no appliances, but it did have internet access. And buck stop here's that's all you need, my man. Be in the industrial district with your laptop sitting on the floor. Yeah, for $100 a month. There you go. Sammy, hit the button, hit the like button. Thank you, Sammy. Yeah, click the like button. Click the subscribe button. Click the donate button. Click all the buttons. Okay, great. Okay, now let me see what's going on down here. I will look at Fernanda. I understand I would bypass financial requirement with a grandparent for residency. Very good. In the process of getting birth certificate for her. Yeah. For Fernanda, I've done 3 videos with her. Fernanda is a fabulous, true, great-hearted, knowledgeable individual. She has a law degree. Before her law degree, she had a master's degree in some type of administration. And she worked for the Mexico government in immigration for 15 years. She's just wonderful. And if you ever get a chance to meet her, the warmth and love will just blow you away. And Michael contributing to the channel with $5. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. This is how we make all of this go. Thank you so much. Gary spent last week in Guanajuato capital. I highly recommend this city. Beautiful, friendly people, lots of history and great food. Guanajuato is the bomb. I did a video on Guanajuato, 1 or 2. Excellent city. I could live there in a heartbeat. The thing is, it's a little more expensive than Morelia and lots of steps. Unless you live like right in El Centro, never walk up or down. But they have Uber, and the Uber taxi drivers take you everywhere you want to go, whatever. Rob, you seem like a healthy dude. Do you go to a gym in town? Okay, here's what I do for my workout situation. I ran track in high school. I wrestled in high school. I played freshman football at Dartmouth College. I ran track at Dartmouth College. I used to run 4 miles a day in track at Dartmouth with the 7th fastest mile relay team in the country. you know, I used to work out with knotless equipment when knotless first came out. I used to jog through the miles. I used to jog 4 miles, go back to the pool at Dartmouth, swim 20 laps. I used to work out with weights and all that kind of stuff. But then my knees got shaky. So I just started walking. So also, when you start going to a gym, when you start going to a health place to work out, then if you're on the road, you can't go to your gym. If you move to a different city, you got to find a new gym. So what I do is I just 5 days a week, I walk 4 or 5 miles for 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. I've been doing that for about 15 years now. This week I missed the day, so I only did 4 days. But over 50 and walking, you don't have to go to the gym. You don't have to go anywhere. All you have to do is walk for an hour 5 times a week. I can eat anything I want, so I don't need any gym equipment. I'm good. That's my workout. I have no body fat. It's free. It's easy to do. So that is my workout. That is my workout. Axel Foley. Bill, what's the Christmas atmosphere like in Morelia? Did the local government light a Christmas tree in El Centro, nightly carol singing in streets and all that? Bill and his boys drinking booze. The city is extremely festive. They have ice skating down in the middle of town, lights all over the city, festivals all the time. It's a big party. I kind of stay away from big parties. I just stay up here in my side of town and create video content for you guys. That's what I do for a party. My grandmother only walked and did yoga, regular headstands until she was into her 80s. And my grandfather, and he always said that was all that was necessary. There you go. I'm telling you, man. And okay, so I'm going to be 70 in June. I'm going to be 70 in 6 months. I'll be 70 years old. Okay. So I started walking regularly about 15 years ago. And, I'm good. I can eat whatever I want. I'm totally healthy. So the walking thing works for me. It's free. I can do it when I'm here in Morelia, in Mazatlan, and Puerto Vallarta. When I'm on the road, I can walk. And it keeps all your blood flowing in my stuff. I'm 70. Okay. So it seems to be working. So let's get back to some video clips here. I want to, this week, I'm going to put up a video on Puerto Vallarta. Yeah. Puerto Vallarta was actually a wonderful city. There are many different places in Puerto Vallarta. I think the population is like 400,000 people. It's built on the beach, lots of hills, lots of condos. I'm going to do a video about timeshares. That's a trip too. You can go there and that's a trip. Beautiful sundowns every night. And they have a fair combination of people there, people from all different types, from all over the world. But at no point, when I lived in Puerto Vallarta, at no point did I ever feel like I got to get out of here. I'm leaving. I never felt in danger. I lived in the city for 10 years in 3 different apartments. And I met at that time I was dating lots of women. I dated women from all over the world, from Holland, China, South Africa, all kinds of people visit Puerto Vallarta. And I had a fantastic apartment. I was paying $400 a month for rent. It was wonderful. It was wonderful. Okay, now. And all kinds of strange things. Here's a shot of the beach. People do anything to make money. These guys put cement all over them. Then they sit down at that table and they play chess all day, but they don't move. They sit at that table plastered with cement, and it's 95 degrees, and people give them tips all day long, every day. One of the joys of living in Mexico. You never know what you're going to see in Mexico. People are always figuring out different ways to earn a living. But I just liked going to the beach. I think I already showed that video. Let's go to the next one. I just like going to the beaches. They're at one point I was swimming in the ocean every day. I would go out and swim, and that's before I started to walk. Go out and swim laps in the ocean every day. And if you can find this pier, this pier is a block away from what you call Old Town, and a half a block from the pier. If she's still there, there's a place called Dee's Cafe. Go there. She makes great coffee, though she's very expensive, and sometimes she's not the most friendly person. She's Canadian. But when I was doing online work, I'd get up in the morning, go down to Dee's Cafe, get a couple of cups of coffee, and sit at the beach, just look at the beach. After my second cup of coffee, then I'd go back to the apartment and do consulting for 4 or 5 hours. Then I would go back into Old Town, and they had a bar in Old Town called Andales. At the time, it was a good bar, but but then the city started getting older and older and older, and it used to be that the people at Andales were like 20 to 40 years old. Last time I was there, it was like everybody in Andales was about 80 years old. They were still playing the same, Crosby, Still, Nash and Young, Beatles, some country western, but that place has changed. You had to be in a wheelchair and have cane. You had to have a cane just to get in. Unless you had a cane, they would not let you in. But I had a very nice life in Puerto Vallarta. I will be putting up that video this week. Okay, I have lots more videos. I'm going to go in the comments briefly, and let me make a note of where I am. Okay, here we go, right over here. Okay, now. Okay. I have to start walking now. I just have not wanted to walk around my town before now, but I know I need to get in shape. And let me say this. If you just start I'm just going to come out and say it. When I get up at 5 o'clock, I do some motivational reading. I check my YouTube stats. I see how many books I've sold on Amazon. And then it's time to walk out the door. And I never want to get out of bed at 5 o'clock in the morning. I got to change my clothes, put on my sweatpants, my workout outfit, go outside. It's a little chilly. It's like 44 degrees, 48 degrees. I never want to do it. But after I'm out there, about 30 minutes into it, because I do positive thinking while I'm walking, 30 minutes into it, I'm a brand new person. And by the end of my walk, after an hour, it's just like, wow, I'm a new person. After the positive reading before my walk, I get out there with my walk. I've been thinking positive thoughts, and I'm just like, well, Shazam, Shazam. That's what Gomer Pyle would say, Shazam. And every day I'm done walking, I'm like, wow, I'm so glad. I feel so good. Just like James Brown would say. And over time, you do it regularly, and you might not lose all the weight you might want to lose immediately, but over a year and a half, you'll see all that chunky stuff on your body you don't like just drop off, and all the little aches and pains you feel just go away. Sometimes the body doesn't want me to walk, and my knee will start getting a little ache. My ankle will get a little ache. I say, nah, that's just my body telling me not to do what is good for me. So I just keep on walking, ignore the little ache, ignore the little pain, just keep on walking. And by the end of the walk, Shazam. So, and it's free. And it's free. And Justin Knight in Iowa, thank you very much, Justin, for always supporting the channel. Thank God bless you, my man in Iowa. God bless you. Thank you so much. Thank you so very, very much. G-Man, that's close to where I am now. They're lighting the tree today. Right on. G-Man is there looking for apartment today. Good luck. And again, I'll say I loved Puerto Vallarta. I had no reason to leave. I left by accident. In a way, I'm glad I left Puerto Vallarta, because if I hadn't left, I might still be there. But it was a fabulous place to live. Angela Morris, I always guess wrong which statutes are live or fake. Yes, okay. They all get a kick out of moving when I least expect it. It is fun in Mexico, the joys of living in Mexico. I go out to my backyard and sit in the AM, the pooper scoop yard. I walk instead of sit now. I just know I will need to be able to walk when I move to Morelia. Just go out and do it. And I mean, I lived in New Hampshire for 4 years. I went to classes every day when it was 50 degrees below zero. And if you put on enough clothes, you can always walk. There's never a reason not to go out and get some exercise. Okay, I want to introduce you guys to my friend. This is my friend. Okay, hold on a second. I'm getting a little lost here. This is my friend, Pat. This is my friend, Pat. We went to grad school together. She was a warden at a prison, at the Marion Female Prison in Ohio, and she retired. And when I moved to Puerto Vallarta, she came down and stayed with me for a week. And we've never been lovers, never been boyfriend, girlfriend. I talked to her a few days ago. We talk about every 3 months, just talk. And so she came down to visit me in Puerto Vallarta. And I'm going to put up a video about timeshares and beware of the timeshare people. But you can uh, 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 there are all kinds of people in Puerto Vallarta selling timeshares. And if you go down to the main street, I think the name of the street is Olas Altos, I think. And people say, hey, you want to make $100? You want to make $100? And all you have to do is go to a timeshare sales trip. And you go into this office, and the timeshare sales people are going to beat you up for an hour and a half. I have a black belt in sales. I know how to sell stuff. I've read all the books. I know the formulas. I know what is going on. And these people, they are good. And if you can say no for an hour and a half, then they give you $100. They give you $100, or they give you some package thing like this trip or that trip. So Pat, she went through it. She said no for an hour and a half, and so she got us a trip. Well, she got us 3 trips. One trip was a boat trip, and you go out in the ocean and you can scuba dive and stuff like that. You can go out and ride horses. But that's my friend Pat, the warden. She's been retired for about 10 years now. Very smart. She's traveled all over the world. My friend Pat, and we went out to see the horses. There I am. Look at my man. That's Bill the Geek with the horses in Mexico doing that travel thing. And a part of this trip was walking through the jungle. They put you on a bus and they take you to this place right here where they filmed the movie Predator. Where they filmed the movie Predator. This is with Arnold Schwarzenegger. And of course, in the movie Predator, they have a helicopter, and the helicopter's flying around trying to beat the monster, and it crashes. And there's your main man, the king of soul, Bill the Geek, with the crashed helicopter in Puerto Vallarta. This is one of the things you can do. You can take tours like this, which the tour really wasn't all that fun. I don't know if I would have paid for it, but it was something to do. You go see the artifacts from the Predator, and then we stop and get some food to eat with these beautiful women. My friend Pat there, and the 2 beautiful women on the right. They were from Europe, and it was a good time. It was a good time. I had some very good times in Puerto Vallarta. And let's get back to comments here. Okay, get back to comments. Brian Maiden. Here we go, Brian Maiden. I'm still losing some weight. I'm down to 167, the lowest since I was in my 30s. Brian, good for you, because you were just here a couple of months ago, and before you came here, you'd lost like some ungodly amount of weight. You just keep on, Brian Maiden, you just keep on keeping on. That's why they call you the pretty boy, the one, the only, the Brian, the pretty boy, losing weight Maiden, right on Brian. Sammy, to stay fit, you have to be disciplined, positive, and determined. Right on. That's true. And I got to meet Sammy one day. Brian said, you thin and good looking girl, so I got to check that out. And Reggie Meggs, thank you, Bill, for your traveling fun. Also, when was the last time you were in Puerto Vallarta? Oh, very good question. And first of all, Reggie Meggs, thank you so much for contributing to the channel. This is what I do. So when you guys contribute to the channel, this is what pays my rent. But thank you so much. Last time I was in Puerto Vallarta, I'm going to say, let me think. Ding, ding, ding. I've been here for a year and a half. I was in Mazatlan too. That's a year. Mazatlan about 4 years ago. I haven't been to Puerto Vallarta in about 4 years. Yes. Okay. Okay. G-Man. Here's G-Man. I did that this week. Vidante, the new Disneyland of Mexico. I got my money's worth without buying anything. I did that. Oh, okay. So I was wondering, G-Man, I was wondering if they were still selling the time chairs the way that they had in the past. Looking good, Hugh. Great to see you in the room. Looking good. Yeah. I'm still trying to keep on going with what I got. 2000 USD for hotels, day pass at this resort for a month, and free whale watching tour plus free lunch. Okay. And Brian Maiden is contributing to the channel. Thank Brian, Reggie, Justin, and I got to keep scrolling back here. And Michael, thank you guys for contributing to the channel so that I can keep on making videos. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. Let's see what else is going on. I got a weight bench and treadmill in my basement. Just got off the weight bench a minute ago, trying to stay in shape. Yeah. Just keep on, yep. You got to go down in where your stuff is and do the do. Also, it's good for your, hey, when you're in shape, hey, well, how do I say this? I'm not going to say it. I'm just not going to say it. Oh, let's just go right over here. Hey, Bill, would you ever consider having a travel companion, or do you prefer to just do your trips on my own? Travel companions, I could see meeting someone somewhere. But okay, let me say this. I've had travel companions in the past, but travel companions don't understand that I'm there to get videos. I'm there to share content with you guys. And the travel companions I've had in the past, they want to talk about their family, they want to talk about their kids, and they have problems with their back. I'm there to shoot video and do investigative video shooting. So usually travel companions don't work. And that's why I go by myself, so I can do a good job. Brian, congratulations on your weight loss. Yes, congratulations. G-Man, that was my 90-minute cashed and no maintenance fee. Right on. No maintenance fee. I'm a little fuzzy on what you are talking about there. So let me keep going here. Okay, now another. Okay, I got some video. I got some more video clips. Let me scroll down. Okay, here we go. What am I missing? I'm forgetting something. Oh, okay, here we go. What is that? Hold on. What is this? Come on now. There you go. Now, this is the very edge of the Puerto Vallarta Malecon. And that hut straight ahead, they had a Democratic dinner in there for the election day when Obama won the election. There's like 500 people in there. That's where I saw Obama. That hut right there. It's a lot bigger inside than it looks, but they had a couple of big screen televisions. I met this hot woman in there that I dated for about 2 years. And it was a good time. Then Obama won the presidency. So there's a very diverse crowd of people, Canadians, people from the United States, and year round, the weather is pretty good. Though, I tell you what, in Puerto Vallarta, if you live there year round, I'm going to say in the summertime, you don't see hardly any white people. It's like no white people at all, just a few, the ones that live there. And what happens is, if you're in Puerto Vallarta and you live there year round, okay, so let's say it's like what month? What's the month? October, I think. Yeah, October 15th. October 15th is when all the snowbirds come back. Before October, September. So if you're walking around Puerto Vallarta in September, you don't see any white people. If you're downtown, you don't see any white people. That's not true. There are a few. Okay, so this happened for 10 years. You've been walking around Puerto Vallarta for 6 months with no white people. There are some, but not many. No white people. And then all of a sudden, 6 months later, you're downtown and there's like 500 white people in Centro. And it's a shock. It's like, and you walk around and ask, like, oh, it's October 15th. And then they stay for 6 months. And that's because from April 15th to October 15th is hot as a mofo. And my last apartment in Puerto Vallarta, it was an excellent apartment, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I was paying $400 a month, and that included electric, cable, gas. It included all of that for $400 a month. So in the summertime, I just cranked up the air conditioner. I'd be freezing in my apartment. It'd be 95 degrees outside. I'd be in my apartment with a winter coat. Yeah, for real. Because hey, I had windows. I could look out the windows and see people walking down the street sweating with no shirts on. You know, they'd be sweating, but I had special windows, mirror windows, to keep the sun out, so I could look out the window at the people and they couldn't see me looking out. And I was up there in a winter coat in the summertime, watching people sweat, doing my computer work online. It was a perfect light. But man, in the summertime, it was hot as a mofo. And in beach towns, you have to clean a lot. If you're within 10 blocks of the beach, that sand blows for 10 blocks. You need to be cleaning stuff every day, even at 10 blocks away. Let's get back to comments over here real quick. Here we go. Okay, now here we go. Hold on a second. I'm sorry. I'm lost. Oh, here we go. Right here. G-Man, your timeshare question. All that stuff was because I gave them my 90 MIN. What's that? Oh, no more maintenance fees. You put down a few $grand, very low monthly payment. Oh, okay. Okay, okay, okay. I didn't know that. I'd be interested in renting a studio apartment for a month in Mexico. I saw some apartments on Airbnb, but they were kind of pricey. Keep looking. Um, uh, I had a friend here from Mazatlan. She was in Morelia for like 3 months, and she was in like 3 or 4 different Airbnbs. And she would just talk to the she'd talk to the owner. She said, "Hey, I want to be here a month. What's the best price you can give me?" And she was all the places she was getting were like $400 to $500 a month. And I've talked to many people that have worked with the Airbnb owners to say, "Hey, I'm gonna be there a month. What can we do here?" And in her situation, they always came down. Isn't a timeshare a place you can use for 2 weeks a year? Generally speaking, yes. Is actually hot here. I brought sweats and long sleeve shirts. I'm buying clothes from a secondhand spot across the street. Yeah. I remember in January I would go out to bars, and so I'm out. It's like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night. I would have sweaters on in Puerto Vallarta in January. It can get chilly. My Ohio man, it sounds like a sky full of elephants in the summertime. Oh, a sky full of elephant. Okay, I haven't heard that term before. Very interesting. Okay, I still have some more clips. Here. And if you're new here, feel free to click the like button. And if you like the content, click the subscribe button. I'll be in-house until January the 5th, but I'll have content every Saturday and new videos coming up, like this Puerto Vallarta video. The videos you're seeing from Puerto Vallarta, most of these I've not put in any videos over the past 5 years. Also, I'm going to be changing content. I'm always going to do Mexico on Saturdays, but I'm thinking of going live on U.S. politics during the week, and we'll see how that goes. And I'm planning my next trip, so I'll be mixing and matching Mexico politics with U.S. politics with Mexico travel to increase my income. And I do enjoy talking about Mexico politics. But back to Puerto Vallarta. Here we go. Yeah. There you go. Who wouldn't like that? Who couldn't fall in love with that? And I've done videos on Sayulita and San Pancho, small beach towns 13 miles north of Puerto Vallarta. South of Puerto Vallarta, there's a condo area called Conchas Chinas, that I had friends that owned condos there. You know, you can see the people walking on the pier, and there, Puerto Vallarta has a lot of good food also, specifically in El Centro, and then they have the marina. Here you go. You can get little boat rides. Here's the other side, looking down the other side of the beach. Yeah, and I believe those buildings you see way off, those are resorts, I think. And I feel sorry for the people that go to the resorts that are outside of Puerto Vallarta because it's like, why go to Mexico? You're in a resort. They have great food and beaches, but you don't see anything about Mexico. It's not about Mexico at all. But that's cool. That's cool. And those high rises, those aren't all rental. Those are a lot of people own those condos. I had many friends that live in those tall buildings on the top floors, fabulous apartments. Sit out there, watch the ocean, see beautiful sun ups and sun downs every day. Yep. Yep. Let me write down where I stopped there and go back to comments over here. Here we go. Okay. I'm okay. La Chelina. Boring question, but do you use your Medicare in Morelia or did you cancel it? Okay, I used to have Mexico health insurance, and I was paying $2,000 a year because it's really difficult to use Medicare down in Mexico. Very difficult. So I was paying $2,000 a year. I had a deductible of $5,000 a year, and it was Mexico insurance, so I could go to the best hospitals in Mexico. I never used it. And with that high of a deductible, I mean, I don't take any medication. I don't do any medical drugs. So I just stopped it. I don't have any health insurance right now. My health insurance is walking 4 miles every morning or 5 days a week and eating well. I don't eat any sweets. I put sweet and low in my coffee, but I don't eat ice cream. I don't eat candy bars. I don't eat fat, greasy food. I would love to get some spare ribs when I go to La Comer, some spare ribs, some greasy tacos. I'd love some of that. But I know my body doesn't like that just because I don't eat it. If I eat some greasy food, my body just says, oh, no, my body, I have an instant heart attack. So the only health insurance I have is exercise and eating well and positive thinking. And my motto is I don't go to the doctors because I don't want to believe what they might tell me. If I went to the doctor today at a hospital, they'd probably say I have like 5 forms of cancer. I'm going to die in 6 months. So I need to take like 50 different kinds of medication. Then I'd be paying all that medication, worrying about dying in 6 months. I'd rather just be healthy, not hear what they have to say, and just die when I die. Okay, G-Man headed out to see some apartments. Sounds around 13K pesos. So that's about $650 a month. $650, $700 a month long term. That's good. Prices are higher with short-term rentals, 6 months or less, 2 to 3K more per month. Take care. G-Man, good luck. Good luck. Yeah, beware, just beware. Tell you what, the best apartment I had in Puerto Vallarta was the cheapest one over 10 years. It was like everything was brand new, everything was paid for. The shittiest apartments I had in the first 5 years were $650 a month or $700 a month. They were both hellholes owned by Americans that were freaking ripping me off. Assholes. The third one was an American also, but he was a reasonable guy, lived nearby. It was an excellent I could still be living in that apartment. It was awesome for $400 a month. So if you shop around, you can find excellent places to live in Puerto Vallarta that are extremely affordable. It's very nice. I'm loving it as we speak. Right on. Correction, a sky full of elephants in the summertime. Okay. Hola, Saint Manuel. Hola, Saint Manuel. Hola to you. Hola, ¿qué pasó? Okay. All right, I got a few more video clips. Let's see now. Okay, I got it. I got just a couple of more Malecon shots. Yeah. Oh, yes. And I remember when this OXO was not there, right at the beginning of the Malecon of, yes, there are 20,000 OXOs in Mexico. When I shot this video here, at that time, there were only 12,000 OXOs. Now there are 20,000. And for those of you that don't know, OXO is like 7-Eleven, though much more affordable. And I've walked down this sidewalk, whatever you want to call it, a million times. Oh, yeah. And if you go to the bars at nighttime, I used to walk this, go to the bar till like 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. And I would walk back to my apartment down this pathway with the sun down. It's totally dark. You can't see the ocean, but you can hear it. Yes, yes, yes. Puerto Vallarta will always have a place in my heart. Yep, there you go. That is one of the best places I've ever lived in my life, and I could still be living there. Also, if you don't speak Spanish, Puerto Vallarta is also a good place because there are a lot of gringos there. Canadians, Americans, South Africans, black people from South Africa, Europeans that speak English. But when I was there, it didn't seem like some places I've been where they kind of hang out by themselves all the time. Whatever. So it was totally enjoyable. This is my last Malecon video clip. There you go. Mexico's been very, very, very good to me. There you go. Yeah. And if you're into the party, I had some excellent parties in Mexico. Okay, now hold on a second. Okay, now let's go up here. Okay. Hold on a second. Okay. In case of medical emergency, how would that be handled? Car accident, etc. Okay, so if I'm in a car accident and I break my neck and both my arms and my legs, well, probably I'm just going to die. Okay, but in that, I believe in eternal life. I'm not worried about it. If I have a heart attack, when I go to LACO and my heart stops and that's it, well, I'll just have to go to the next life. That's it. That's the way that goes. Now, I like your attitude towards health and insurance, Billy. Thank you. Almost Retired in Mexico has a YT YouTube video with a Medicare guy who works for free with everyone over the phone about Med Advantage and living in Mexico. Very good. I love Mexico and haven't even been there. I love it. I love it. Alana, I have to run to the supermercado now, going to make some pumpkin bread later. Adios, Alana. You be cool. I plan to cancel my Medicare portion so that it isn't deducted from my retirement check. I don't think I will need it while in Mexico. I will just eat healthy. Um, uh, Regular insurance, regular medical care is very inexpensive, very affordable down here. Um, uh, I'm going to the dentist Monday. I'm going to get my teeth cleaned. That's going to cost me $30 to get my teeth cleaned. I mean, over the counter drugs. I mean, to get a checkup. If you break your arm, like if I break my arm, I'll just pay cash for that. If I break my leg, I'll pay cash for that. But I remember 40 years ago, I was paying $300 a month for health insurance. I never used it. I remember 40 years ago, I had a job. 40 years ago, I had a job I didn't like. It was a lot of stress. I got a stomach ache. It was unbearable. I couldn't stand up. I could just lay down in the fetal position and my stomach just hurt. So I went to the hospital in Columbus, Ohio. This is 40 years ago. I was in the hospital for a week. They fed me Jell-O and I drank water, Jell-O and water for a week. I had health care. I'm in the hospital for a week. They didn't find anything wrong with me. There was nothing wrong with me. They charged me $13,000. $13,000. They fed me Jell-O for a week, and they found out that nothing was wrong with me. I paid them $13,000. Ended up, I just needed to change my job. I changed my job. I was cool for the rest of my life. Okay, now, I'm living my next life now. There you go. I'm living life number 3,095,000 right now. Do most people just walking around town smile at you when you smile at them in Morelia? I imagine most towns have more smiles than others. Morelia, let me say this. In Mazatlan, everybody smiles at you. In Mazatlan, everybody smiles. In Morelia, not everybody smiles. I'm going to go to the grocery store. I'm going to go to La Comer after this broadcast. And the people that work at La Comer, many of them are very friendly. There's this one lady who never smiles. She never says hello. She works there. I have people that live on my block, on my street's like 7 blocks long. There's got to be like 100 houses on this street. 99 of these houses, the people say hi. There's one house, the lady's just grumpy. So I'm going to say overall, Morelia is more friendly than the United States is. But there are some grumpy. You're going to run into some grumpy people. But, I'm going to go to the grocery store. I'll be in line, checking in, checking out. People are generally friendly, more so than the United States. Hola, Chalina. Can you actually cancel your Medicare? Okay. I will only use my Medicare in Mexico if there is no premium. I think you have to go to the U.S. once a year to use it, so I may not use it at all. Yeah, screw them. Screw them, man. you know, I get sick, I get cancer, I'm just checking out. And if you come on Saturday and you didn't get a notification because Bill the Geek uh, didn't send you a notification on a Saturday, it means Bill the Geek checked out. Okay. All right. I think I still have um, a couple of more images here. Um, okay. Now the crappy apartment. And for those of you that showed up late, this is my first apartment in Mexico, $700 a month. I was getting this 21 years ago. I was totally getting ripped off. Ended up, it was in an apartment complex, and all the other apartments in this complex were beautiful. I mean, they were awesome. Oh, they did have a very nice swimming pool, and I met a lot of people at the swimming pool. And when my friend Pat was there, she stayed with me for a week in a different apartment in the same complex. But me and Pat, we met Paco. That's Paco on the left. And he lived in the complex. Very nice apartment. He had a grand piano in his apartment. And at the time, he was the editor of Vallarta magazine. And we had dinner and several drinks. He was a great guy. I made some very good friends in Puerto Vallarta. And look how dark I was. You think I was, damn, I'd been in the sun a lot. I was blacker than black. My God. And for all of those tall high rises and hotels, this a lot of time is what the swimming pools look like. So if you take one of these vacations in Puerto Vallarta, I think this is the Westin. This was called the Westin at the time, but they were probably charging like $10,000 a night, something like that. So whatever. Okay, now. Okay, Sammy. Grumpiness beats racism, hatred, and cruelty. Grumpiness. Yeah, there you go. That works. Grumpiness is way better than racism, hatred, and cruelty. La Chelina. Yes, you can cancel the Medicare. There is a form you fill out and send it to Social Security. Brian Maiden, great Saturday. Bill, great Saturday. Great videos. Have a great weekend and see you all next weekend. Peace and love to all. Brian Maiden, thanks for showing up and clicking the like button, subscribing, or contributing to the channel so I can make more videos. And if you're watching, thank you so much, Brian. You have a great day. Stay warm, dude. Stay warm. Go down and spend some time with your ex-wife. Your temporary Bronx complexion was very nice. Yeah, I used to go out in the sun and just get bronze. Okay, bronze. I used to just go out in the sun and get black. I don't peel nothing. I turn boo-coo black. Yeah. So here we are. This is the Bill Dallas Lewis channel. And we get together every Saturday at 10 a.m. Central Time. And really, Linda Jordan. Uh-oh. Really missing Paco Ojeda. Gone too soon. Okay. So this is the Bill Dallas Lewis channel. We get together every Saturday at 10 a.m. Central Time. And I've been playing with my programming. So So things are going to be changing. Uh, things are going to be changing as far as what I'm doing, but I'm going to continue doing my Saturday Mexico broadcast. I'll still be traveling, but I think, and I'm looking at revenue, what works and what doesn't work. How many videos do you put up? How many shorts do you put up? How are you going live? How does that work? I know how going live works, but what if I do U.S. news during the week live for a couple of days? Will that increase revenue so I can pay more rent like that? So I'm going to be playing with that. This is the 13th of December. I'm not going to be on the road in Mexico till January the 5th, though I will have content and more videos that you have not seen for the next couple of weeks between now and New Year's. Okay, Sammy. Bill, can you talk about the dual citizens? Can you talk about the dual citizenship proposal by that moron? I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with Donald Trump. What now he's saying that you can't have dual citizenship, but he's a nut. He's how can anyone be so evil and cruel and racist and misogynist? What he talks to female reporters, he calls them stupid, not prepared. He calls them piggy. That's what he does to female reporters. Now he's slamming the people of Somalia, the Somalians that live in Minnesota. And he's calling, once again, in the last term, he called Africa just a place for shithole countries. Only the shithole countries, all the shithole countries are in Africa. And only shithole people come from Africa. He's trying to break up NATO. He's trying to break up the European Union. He's just in the White House stealing money, being a criminal. He's just being the criminal and the bigot that he is. Also, what? Yesterday they released 95,000 Epstein images. 95,000 Epstein images were released by the Epstein Foundation or the Epstein family, whatever. 95,000. I mean, wow. So it'll make him very happy just to, he just wants to get rid of the United States before he dies. So he, and that's why I'm going to switch over. I'm still going to be the joys of living in Mexico on Saturdays, but I think it's a very important time to talk about what the heck Diaper Man is doing in the White House, because that man is crazy. He's crazy. He's taking away people's rights. Prices are going up, though he says prices are going down. He's a criminal. Okay. La Chelina. Oh, and then you have all the mass deportations going on, sending in the National Guard and the military and ICE to go pick up innocent people off the streets. Little kids, old ladies, stuff like that. That's just crazy. Okay, now, I think the reporters don't stand up to him and don't point out that he is rude and he keeps doing it. Yeah, that's exactly right. What? Just a couple of weeks ago, he called a reporter piggy, called her piggy. Where were the reporters to back her up? Where were the reporters to say, hey, you old MF, you old funky diaper wearing lying bastard? You can't call one of us piggy. And then they should have smacked that mofo right there. Pop, just like that. That's what should have happened. They should have pulled his diaper off of his old funky ass and wiped it all over his face. That's what they should have done. Thank you. I feel better now. When Claudia has a news conference, she will not tolerate disrespect by anyone in her press conferences, and she calls them out when she senses a rude tone. Yeah, there you go. All right. Yes, Trump got rid of the dual citizenship about 3 weeks ago. Now they're saying Trump wants to get rid of the passport too, trying to lock in U.S. citizens and take their money on day-to-day needs. It's all around just it's just jacked up. It's crazy, and that's why I want to do more. And that's why I want to go live on this 2 times during the week. I want to go live like this 2 times during the week, and then go live on Mexico on Saturdays. But this crazy, and then the gerrymandering that's going on. It's just crazy. It's crazy. So there you go. But thank you, Buck. The buck stops here. You guys are all so right. Love your descriptive adjectives pertaining to the orange blob. I mean, it is crazy, crazy nuts. And I'm not ready to talk about this because I didn't prepare any content to have this conversation today. But then, you have Pamela Bondi, the concentration camps that ICE sends these people to. I forget the name of this corporation, but she worked for them. She made $3 million consulting for them when she lived in Florida. She was their consultant to help them get started. One note that I do have here is Abrego Garcia was released yesterday. What they put him through, he should sue them for $1 billion. And Christy Noam, the cowgirl, she's crazy. What she needs, I would like to say what she really needs, but I don't want to get banned from YouTube. But that girl, when she go to prison, I just hope they let the guards walk away from her once she gets into prison. Now, let's continue. I thought the dual citizen thing was just in proposal mode right now. Okay, I'm not sure. Not on topic, but you guys are entertaining. Thanks. See, this is what I really like to talk about. Why isn't his wife being deported? Ooh, she can barely speak English. Oh, everybody jumping in now. Ooh, okay. So Melania, not Melanie, Melania, the hoe. I'm just gonna say it. Melania, the hoe. She came in on the genius visa. The genius visa. And usually to get the genius visa, you have to literally win a Nobel Prize, international awards in science or mathematics or something like that. All that girl knows how to do is smile and spread the leg. That's all she knows how to do. I mean, she got the she got the hoe visa. That's what it should be called, the hoe visa. Ooh, I hope I don't get kicked off YouTube for saying that. Now, so yeah, she'll be in there as long as she can smile and spread the legs. She'll be all right. I bet they kick me off YouTube next week. Oh boy, I shouldn't have said that. What else? Also, I was checking out that the average price of a new car. Sleepy Don. He is now the official Sleepy Don. He sleeps through all his cabinet meetings. Then idiot Marco sit there pretending that the man is alive, still talking to him as if he doesn't hear him snoring. That's funny. Okay. Yeah, another thing about Sleepy Don. I mean, they say he starts his workday at noon, then he quits his workday at like 4:30. So he works like 4.5 hours a day, but he only works 4 days a week. And Friday he's on the plane going to the golf course. Golf's all weekend. And they say that the budget for his golfing is $300 million a year from taxpayers. So taxpayers give him $300 million a year to golf and to work 4 days a week for 4.5 hours a day. Rest of the time he's sleeping. Fact of the matter is, he's sleeping because he's just happy not to be in jail. Because if he wasn't president, he would be in jail. So he doesn't care what's going on. That's why he doesn't care what's going on. He's just happy not to be in jail. That's it. Do I have a Christmas tree? No, I don't have a Christmas tree, and I'm not going to get a Christmas tree, but I do have a hat. I got a hat, and I got Holly and her little friend, Jimmy, right over here from the North Pole. So this is the stuff I really like to talk about. Politics, because it's crazy what's going on in the United States. So I'm going to inform myself more, though when I'm not making videos, about Mexico, and I'm not walking or going to the grocery store, what I do most of the time is watch YouTube videos about politics. The Midas Touch. There's a thing called, I think it's called iHip. I watched them. The Bulwark. The Lincoln Project. Trying to stay informed because that stuff going on in the United States is crazy. All right. Do other houses in your neighborhood put up lights outside or put other Christmas decorations? Yes, on my street, most of the people have Christmas lights and decorations, just like in the United States. Yeah, the Christmas season, Mexico is very alive with and full of Christmas. All right. Okay. Now, okay. So let me check my list here. Let me check my list. One other thing on my list is the average, Trump and Vance are both married to immigrants, but they won't deport their wives. Interesting. Oh, man. Yeah, it's messed up. Is it true that all workers get 2 weeks off for Christmas? No, that is not true. The dual citizenship is in the proposal at the moment. It's that Republican Colombian Senator Bernie Moreno wrote that proposal. Congress hasn't voted on it yet. Thank you very much, Sammy. Oh yeah, so people. Oh, we have more people showing up, and if you want to contribute, if you want to join, if you want to join the channel, just click the join button, and for as little as $3 a month, you can support the channel. If you're watching the rebroadcast and you want to contribute, there's a donate button. It's about 4 paragraphs down in the description. Or to keep the channel going, you just click donate. You can just click donate right now, so I can go out and buy some Christmas gifts for all my girlfriends, though I have none. Also, I just saw yesterday that the average price for a new car is $50,000. The average price for a new car in the United States is $50,000. That's and they say the car payment would be $750 a month. Woo! Woo! Oh, adios, Axel Foley. Go ski, bro. $750 a month. Who can afford to live in the United States? Can you do a live show during the week, like in the evening time? I really don't want to do that. Merry Christmas to you all. Merry Christmas, Axel Foley. I guess they want the politicians to have dual citizenship. Yeah. And that's the thing with politicians. The lowest paid congressman earns $172,000 a year, plus all the bonus money, plus the hundreds of thousands of dollars of bonus money, you know? Oh, plus they were off for 3 months this summer. 3 months just so that they wouldn't have to approve the Epstein files. So Sammy's on the way. Past experience has shown us whatever Trump wants, Republicans back, and they are in control of the House. Trump is getting his way unless the Supreme Court stops him, which they have few times. Yeah, 95% of anything presented to the Supreme Court has gone Donald Trump's way. But what I'm hoping is at the midterm elections, there is a blue wave that the Democrats take over the Congress, they take over the Senate, they impeach Trump, and then they impeach 4 of the Supreme Court members: Clarence Thomas, Gorsuch, Alito, and even Amy Coney Barrett. Impeach those and turn around the Supreme Court. He isn't real, Trump. He is an actor in silicon mask, same as Putin. And yes, if any president in the past had been kissing a Russian president's ass the way that Donald Trump kisses Putin's ass, they would be gone. They would be out of there. This is just crazy. I may change my name to Morelia by May. Yeah, do that, girl. Make it happen soon. So I want to thank you guys because I let you know about my politics. But when I make political videos on this channel, I lose subscribers or people just sign off. But this stuff is very important. Wow. I love talking about Mexico. I love Mexico. So I've got to mix and match. Politicians are ruining this world. And that's why we must say what we think. That's why the people are so important to comment and to get rid of the politicians that we don't want. That's why our voices are so important. That's why I feel as though it's so important for me to say what's on my mind so that we can stop this bullshit. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So anyway, I'm headed to the grocery store. Now I'm getting ready to head down to let's see. Hold on. Yep. So in about 10 minutes, this is where I'll be, down at the La Comer Shopping Center. I'll be looking at this Christmas tree and the people in love walking around here in Morelia, Mexico. Do my grocery shopping and start planning out my week and see when I'm going to start going live and talk about politics, and see if talking about politics will pay my rent. All right. So got to pay the rent, right? So anyway, that's it for today. Thanks you guys. Thanks you guys. For those of you that are showing up kind of late, we still have 46 people in the house. What we started out with, let me see here. What did we start out with? We started out, I'm going to put out a video this week about Puerto Vallarta. And these clips, I can't believe I still have these clips, but I'm put out a video this week about, what's going on there? Yeah, there you go. I'll put out a video this week about Puerto Vallarta, the joys of living in Puerto Vallarta. I'll probably put that up Wednesday. And Puerto Vallarta is truly a beautiful place. Mazatlan was a beautiful place. Morelia is cool, but that ocean is pretty awesome right there. But the prices here in Morelia are a lot lower than Puerto Vallarta, though you can find good quality deals there. But you have to know where to find them. I met some wonderful people in Puerto Vallarta, and I could probably live there again, but I would really have to increase my electricity cost a lot. I'd be paying like $200, $300 a month in the summertime for air conditioning. But, you know, it's a beautiful, the beaches were beautiful, though the beach almost drowned me one time, and that was the last time I went swimming in the ocean. Yeah, I was swimming in the ocean, and this wave came and sucked me down into the wave and twirled me around underwater about 8 times and took me right up to the beach. And then the wave literally threw me out of the water onto the beach, and I rolled about 3 or 4 times. And that was the last time I went into the ocean, because Mother Nature don't play. Hear what I'm saying? Mother Nature don't play. Yeah. Okay, now here we go. Greetings. Hi Vibe. What's up? Hi Vibe. How you doing? Merry Christmas, girl. Great to see you here. Great to see you here. Will you explore the coastal area of Morelia? La Chelita, I don't think there is a coastal area of Morelia. Morelia is in the middle of Mexico. There is no, let me think. I mean, there's no big lake here. There's definitely no ocean here. So So I'm just going to say no. I won't be doing that because it doesn't exist. All right. I mean Michoacan. Yes, I've done several videos on the I've done oh, okay. I've done videos on almost all of the pueblos mágicos around Morelia. And let me try something here. Let me see if I can find this video here. Here we go. Let me pull up this video. Here we go. Right here. Okay, I'm looking for. I'm going to put this video up for you in a second. Okay. Okay, let me go over here. I'll have this up for you in a second. Michoacan, of course, what she's talking about, Morelia is the capital of the state of Michoacan. And though Puerto Vallarta is a wonderful city, there's not that much to see around Puerto Vallarta. Okay, here we go. Okay, I found what I'm looking for. Here we go. Okay, I'm almost there. Okay, let's put this over here. Put this over here. Let me do this. Okay, come on now. Help me. I'm almost right at the place where I want to be. Okay, I'm good. I just put up this video about a month ago. I just put that in chat, and I think almost all of these cities are in Michoacan. And Michoacan is so fabulous. Michoacan is so fabulous because it is all around these Pueblo Mágicos. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to do something here. There we go. I think I just did it. Okay, so okay. Okay, now can I do this? Yeah, we can do this. Stop screen. Let's do this. Share screen. Okay, there we go. So I put up this video about a month ago, 20 cheap cities in Mexico on the road with Bill the Geek. I'm going to say that almost all of those cities are in Michoacan. A couple of them are in the state of Guanajuato. And they're all fabulous cities. Now, this is one of the benefits of living in the state of Michoacan as opposed to Mazatlan, which is in Sinaloa, or Puerto Vallarta, which is in the state of Jalisco. The state of Michoacan is rich with cities. Go check out this video. There is the link. You can do a search for it. It says 1 hour long, and it summarizes each of these cities. It summarizes each of these cities, and then there's a link to each of these cities. And most of these cities are in the state of Michoacan. Michoacan and the state of Guanajuato are rich with cities, but with populations of 100,000 to 600,000 people. All of these cities have universities and industry, and big businesses want to live there. Yeah, so that's the beauty. That's the beauty of living in the middle of Mexico, as opposed to in a small beach town. Even though Mazatlan population 500,000, Puerto Vallarta population about 500,000, I'm going to say the culture that exists in the middle of Mexico surpasses the coastal cities. Okay, somebody just sent a donation to the channel, and let's see who it is here. Thank you, Alita. Thank you so much, Alita. Thank you so much again for contributing to the channel. Alita Gardner, just click the donate button that is in the middle of the description below, and donated $20 to the channel. Thank you so much. So there you go. Hola, Op Chef in Chicago. I bet it's, if you at work, I bet you watching the snow, waiting on a whole lot of nothing. And Marco, I think about you every day, you and your family. Marco is a Mexican-American, very intelligent guy, works at the O'Hare International Airport in the tower. He's one of the smartest people in Chicago. But I bet any day when you walk down the street, you got to be looking around to see if ICE is coming to take away your wife or your 2 kids. So God bless you. God bless your wife, and God bless your kids. And you be cool. Be cool and be safe. 20 Cheap Cities video is a must-see by Bill. Thank you very much. Buck stops here. I watched this video many times. Very informative. Thank you, Buck, for your support. Bill, have you ever thought about doing apartment tours and prices in the Morelia area? I don't think any YouTubers are doing that. Just wondering, amigo. In fact, Buck, thank you very much for asking that question. I was thinking about that just before the broadcast, because I was doing that with Katie Ibarra in Ajijic, and I helped her sell many a home doing tours like that. So, Buck, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to contact Fernanda, the attorney, because she's from Morelia. And she has 2 brothers. One's a doctor and one's some type of professional. So I'm going to contact her and see if she knows someone in real estate that could work with me on that. And thanks for pushing me down that road. Let's see if we can make that happen. Yeah, we've been going for 2 hours and 14 minutes now. And I still got a voice. I can still talk. So, but very interesting. Because Marco, he's at work, just peeking in, and High Vibe just showed up. And yeah. If I don't start going U.S. politics during the week, next week, I think I'm just going to plan out the politics videos over the next week or two, but I think by the end of the year I'll be doing Mexico on Saturdays and politics during the week. Okay, here we go. Oh, yes, I would like to see some rent tours and info. I want to watch 20 cheap videos again. Yeah, check it out. It's a good video, very informative, and we talk about 20 cities. A couple of those cities may be in Jalisco. I think that maybe Jocotepec is in there, but it's since I've been in Morelia, when I lived in Mazatlan, I was in this big building. Oh, there must have been like 200 units in that building. Beautiful swimming pool, 3 blocks from the beach, filled with Canadians. And these Canadians knew the shit out of Mazatlan. I mean, because them and their families had been going there for like decades. Grandma, grandpa, they all go to Mazatlan from Canada. And I got to know many of them, and they knew that I made these videos for YouTube. But many times, because they knew that I was making these videos for YouTube, they'd say, Bill, where, we've been in Mazatlan, we've seen Mazatlan, where can we visit that is around Mazatlan? And I mean, there's really nothing. I'm going to say there's really nothing around Mazatlan. I mean, as far as a day trip goes, I mean, you can take a 4-hour trip to Durango. You can take like a 3-hour trip to Peck. You can take a 4-hour trip to Guadalajara. I think that's like a 6-hour trip. You can take a 4-hour trip to I forget the name, but in central Mexico, Morelia, even if you live in Guadalajara, Ajijic, Chapala, there aren't a lot of local trips you can take and really change your life. Durango, I was there for about a week. The scorpions were not. I didn't see any live scorpions in Durango, though I know they're there. But for in Morelia, there are like 15 places you can go for day trips that'll change your life. Change your life. Yeah. Okay, now let's see now. Let's see. Oh, yes, I would like to see some rent tours. I would love to see casitas out in the rural areas. Okay. Bill, you could also do hotel tours and prices. That last hotel you was at, it was so modern, most folks won't believe it was in Mexico. You go to really nice hotels. That's a good idea, Buck. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I got to get my list started. Get busy. Get to work. Yeah, we still talking. We still got things to talk about. We've been at it for an hour and 18 minutes. And wow, if you're still in the house, feel free to click the like button. And if you're just showing up, feel free to ask any questions. I'm Bill Geek. We going live. This is the Bill Dallas Lewis channel, continuing on this Saturday afternoon to share the love, the joy of living in Mexico. My brain's starting to slip. So if we still have people comments. Still got see here we go. Oh, what am I buying at the grocery store? Look, here is my list right here. I got my list right here. I'm gonna get some milk, some ragu, spaghetti sauce, some beans, some pepper, and some beer. That's what I'm getting. Now, there's for the last 3 weeks, I've been getting Chinese food. I might get Chinese food over there to go, but I always make a list. I always make a list and I don't go off of my list. That's how people go broke. Pátzcuaro. I loved Pátzcuaro. Pátzcuaro. I could live in Pátzcuaro in a heartbeat. I could live in Pátzcuaro in a heartbeat. It's a beautiful place. And I think that Pátzcuaro is affordable. And let's get out the map here. Really quick there. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, let's go there. G, do that. And just, some people don't. I shouldn't have done that. Some people don't know what I'm talking about. Share screen. Share. Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm clicking a button here. There we go. And you should be able to see the map in a second. And we're zoomed into the Morelia area and where I live now. And here you can see Morelia in the middle of the map. But I think that Pátzcuaro is, I think you can get there on the bus in about an hour and a half. Where is it? Here we go. Here we go. Now we're cooking with grease, as my grandmother would say. Oh, okay. Okay, we're getting all hooked up now. We're getting hooked up. Here is Morelia right here. And you go down this road, and here is Pátzcuaro right here. If I'm not mistaken, on the bus, you can get there in an hour or an hour and a half. And the city is so popular that you can go on the preferred bus line, such as ETN or Primera Plus. I highly recommend visiting the city. Very affordable. It's like a Disneyland city, minimal expats. And if you go there, if you get to Pátzcuaro, it's a beautiful city just to walk around and see the sights, but it's just a few miles from this lake. And I believe this lake is called Pátzcuaro also. And in the middle of the lake, there's this little island that's worth a trip. It costs about $1.50 to take the boat out there. And it's called Juanitzio. And okay, it's okay. I did it. I made a video about it. It's okay. They have a lot of great food on the island, but I'm going to disrespect the island a little bit and say that it's just filled with junk, sweatshirts, key chains, and people actually. It's like 1,000 or 2,000 people actually live on the island. But I love Pátzcuaro, Zinzunzan. I went there. I did a video on it. There are some pyramids there, so to speak. It's worth seeing the pyramids. Okay. I didn't really like the trip that much. And the city was not that beautiful. Pátzcuaro is a beautiful city. Yeah. Okay, so let me close the map and go back over here. All right. I like Pátzcuaro to and hope to find a place in the mountains with a view. It's so pretty and reminds me of Washington State. Look up Maura Margaret. Oh, she lives there. She lives in Pátzcuaro, and she has YT channel. Yes, okay. Very nice videos of her move from Oregon to Michoacan. Very good. Have you been to Santiago Unamea? No, I don't think so. Now I'll take a screenshot so I can look it up. All right, and let me look it up right now and see where it is. Let's see. SANDAGOUNDAMEO. Ah, it's in Michoacan. Okay, let's take a peek. Huh. Okay, well, here it is right here. Looks like it's a very small. Oh, there it is right there. Uh-huh. It's by that little lake. I don't see. Oh boy, that's a small little. Oh, okay. It's right below Morelia. Interesting. Huh. Okay, I'll look it up. It looks like a very small place. Some small places are very dangerous. Now, here we go. Let's go back over here. Okay, I love Pátzcuaro, but it is cold at night. High altitude can be really cold in the winter. Might be too small for me, that other little town. Very good. Very good. All right, y'all. Well, it's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure being with everyone here today. We're getting closer to the Christmas season. If you like the content, we get together every Saturday. We talk about the joys of living in Mexico, and we'll continue to do that. We've been doing this for 4 or 5 years now. So if you like the content, click the like button on the way out, and click the subscribe button if you like the content, and feel free to donate to the channel. You can join the channel, donate to the channel. But I see Maura has info about pets in Mexico. Yeah, I have no pets. And I don't think I'll be having any pets. Okay, so here we go. So I'm Bill the Geek. This is the Bill Dallas Lewis channel. It's fabulous down here in Mexico. Every day I feel safe. Every day I buy something, I'm saving money because I'm not in the United States spending that money. The weather's wonderful. The people are very friendly. The people are friendly in their hearts. And a lot of them are really good looking too. I like that. But anyway, thanks everyone. And people are still hanging out. We still have 46 people in the house. People are still watching. So I will be back I won't be going on the road until January the 5th. So I'll be in-house, though I will have more Mexico videos for you next week. Okay. Short visit today. Have a great weekend, everyone. Yeah, Marco, thanks for showing up, man. Adios, amigos. Adios, todos. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. So adios, todo. I'm Bill the Geek. This is the Bill Dallas Lewis channel. We make videos about the joys of living in Mexico. Love you all. If you like the content, subscribe, click the like button, click the donate button, click the join button, and I'll see you next week or in the next video. Adios.